Hun, I hate to break it to you, but you don't need to learn how to be attractive. You just
Really?
are.
All right, I wanted to rewatch this. Welcome back, by the way, guys. This was a argument or a debate that Myron from Fresh and Fit was having with, a pretty low college girl. We saw a little clip of it yesterday on my live stream. Also, if you're not tuning into my live streams, what the fuck are you doing with your life? I went back though. I was like, I want to really see if she made any solid points, and then I realized this girl is completely brain dead. Let's get straight into the video. You're getting ready to see mashed potato brain, hot air between the ears at its finest.
They're the ones that want to be a missus. Make her work for it. Shit, you know damn well you have to work for it to fucking court her in the beginning. So
So you said you had to work for it by courting her in the beginning, correct?
yes,
So what do you mean by working for it? What exactly did you do?
as far as like what does the guy do?
Yeah.
Well, a man has to learn how to be attractive.
Hun, I hate to break it to you, but you don't need to learn how to be attractive. You just
Really?
are.
Being this dumb and on camera should be illegal. Now, she's pretty, but just as soon as these came open, the greatest magic trick I ever seen a woman do is stick her lips together. Listen, when these came open, immediately everybody noticed there's nothing up there. There's nothing up there. And you got the pretty little curly hair, and it's cool, but there's nothing up there. Come on, let's continue. A man has to learn how to be attractive. Men don't just come out the belly attractive. And that doesn't mean that they don't look pleasing to the eye. You could look pleasing to the eye, but you still could talk funny. You still could not know how to like actually communicate with a woman. All of those things you have to learn. A woman, she just has to look good and shut up. And that's it. And you're the most attractive. Unlike you, lady. You're talking. You're losing points. Let's continue.
Okay.
And that's something you ain't. Okay, I want to bring up you
Well,
talking
let
about
me address that first part real fast. So,
let me add 'em. Swear to
and
God.
then you can go ahead and because I know you're probably going to an ad hominem attack, but that's fine. So let's address the first thing you said. You don't have to learn how to be attractive. You just are. So I've heard a couple of women say this actually. And it's always very interesting to me, right? I always say privilege is invisible to those that have it. And obviously for you, you don't understand the privilege you have. Men, unlike women, are not born with value. We have to learn how to be confident. We have to learn how to be attractive. We have to learn how to dress properly. We have to learn how to go to the gym. We have to learn how to be competent. We have to be able to have certain things in our background to make us attractive to women because women look for things that take time to acquire, resources, etc. So for women, when you guys turn 18, the life is your oyster. You can literally go everywhere. You can do whatever you want. But men don't get these opportunities unless we make something of ourselves. So when women say things like, "Oh, you just are attractive," like, no, it's a learned skill. Men are not just born attractive. They have to figure this stuff out through a lot of turmoil, trial, and error, and sacrifice. So I always find it interesting when women say that because we don't operate on the same dating timeline as you guys. You guys are born with your value. We must create our value.
How are we born with our value? Please
How are
explain.
women born with their value?
Yeah.
You
Well,
have a
you
vagina
say
and
you had
titties.
to learn all that shit, right?
You literally have a vagina.
First of all, you can't even talk without cursing. You're triggered. How is a woman born with value? Because women give birth to children. That's automatic, right? We have to find a woman that wants to give birth to our children. So we are on the convincing side. You're on the getting convinced side. You're playing defense. We have to play offense. Also, we're playing a highly competitive game because you got to think women are always going to choose what's better, what's better, what's better. And there's always better. So we play a highly competitive game. You could be $100,000 guy, right? You could be a six-figure guy. A millionaire could snatch your shorty if everything ain't tight, ain't seal tight, right? You could be a millionaire, and then here comes 100 millionaire take your shorty because everything ain't seal tight. And let's not even put it on money because it's not all about money. But also, let's just say you're 6'1", 6 foot. Well, here comes a 6'5" NBA player. It's a highly competitive game that men play, and men always have to upgrade, always have to always constantly work on yourself, work on a lot of things. Women, you don't have to do nothing. You're 18, somebody wants you to be the mother of their child. That's automatic. So, if the fact that you don't understand that, Air, hot air between the ears. I'm telling you.
You had
Titties.
to learn all that shit, right?
You literally have a
And you
vagina
can't
and titties. You
communicate
are born
without
with
cursing.
value.
Born with value for
Yes.
having a. Cut off your dick and you're the same person I am.
Once again, what the hell is she talking about? Just triggered. Some people, it should be illegal for them to show up on camera, honestly. But let's continue, because I mean, this is getting pretty funny.
Uh, Not really. I'd still be a guy.
Like, anyways, I want to talk about voting.
Okay.
We definitely don't want you voting.
All right. What's it? You want to talk about what
You
now?
said we don't have skin in the game,
Yeah, they don't really
so
know.
your skin in the game is the fact that you have to go to war, and
Yes,
you're
Of
I
unhappy
course.
with that.
Of course.
I never said that.
You're complaining about having skin in the game and that we shouldn't have the right to vote because we don't have skin in the game, but we don't have skin in the game because men set that system up.
Yeah,
No, that's not how this works. That's not how this works, dummy. You don't have skin in the game because you're worthless in battle.
because women are physically inferior, and that's the truth.
Physically inferior.
Inferior. Yes.
So you're telling me that you could beat a woman's ass?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I could. I mean, I never would, but yeah. Like,
Okay,
Like, you seem puzzled about that. You seem puzzled. Look at you, baby. You're probably like 5 foot something, 5 foot nothing. I don't know. You're probably like 120 pounds. You don't have the physical strength to defeat 99% of men on earth. A midget could give you a nice whooping. Look at the man standing next to you. Look at the man standing next to you. He's a whole head taller than you. How are you not understanding this? The fact that you're so clueless about this, I'm telling you, bro, the future of America, the future of just the world is kind of scary right now.
like
I hate to break it to
the
you.
fact that like probably a 12-year-old boy can probably beat you up very
Actually,
easily.
I'm an educational psychology major, so they can't because they don't hit puberty till 14. And
Even
they're
if they did,
natural.
okay. Let's assume without puberty, he would still probably beat you up still.
Actually, he
Like,
wouldn't because I have a brother and I'd beat his ass.
That's your brother. He loves you.
anyway,
You've never been in a violent
again,
situation in your life.
I mean, I'm amazed that I have to explain this to a college student, but I mean, men are physically superior to women in almost
I'm
every
amazed
way.
that I gotta talk to
in
this
general.
grown ass man with dumb ass things.
Oh, man. It's worse. Let's keep watching.
Like, let's be for real.
Okay, so your argument is the whole voting thing, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, women don't have skin in the game, so they shouldn't vote.
We don't have skin in
very
the game
simple.
because men didn't let us have skin in the game. You do realize that, right?
Well, here's the thing: y'all could join the military now. You guys could do everything now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can because we fought for that right.
Yeah, but you guys don't use it. I find it interesting
We
how
don't use it?
y'all don't join though. Like, it's
So
like
we don't use our rights?
y'all don't use it. It's not like you guys.
How many women are in combat positions? Let's ask ChatGPT. Even though ChatGPT, I personally am a hater of ChatGPT. I like how it helps with certain things, but how many women are in combat positions in the army? Oh, matter of fact, I'll say what percentage? What percentage? Roughly 4%. That's what it says. Roughly 4%. Okay. Let's continue.
Want to do a lot of these things. You guys fight for rights that you don't even use a lot of the times.
Like what?
So,
Like what?
oh well, women equality, right? All the time. Oh, we want to be able to do everything that men can do. But why is it that all the dominated by men? Why is it that men control all the infrastructure points, right? Why is it that men are the garbage collectors, men are the electricians, men are the power linesmen, men are the plumbers, men are the ones that literally keep society going so that you can enjoy the
We
first
can
world
keep going. We can
conveniences you
keep
do.
going. Plumbers, brick masons, roofers, everything, road work. We can keep going.
Right? So you can go ahead and have your bullshit psychology degree or whatever it is that you're studying. So the reality is that men make the world go around, and we civilize it to the point where you guys forgot that men really run shit, and we give you the opportunities that you have. So for you to sit there and be able to say something as ridiculous as, can you even beat me up, and you're questioning it, that goes to show how naive you are about the propensity of men to actually conduct violence. That's how civilized we are, which is obviously awesome because you're completely unaware of the savagery that men can, put on a society.
Oh, I'm aware.
And
Because
you're not,
look at
because
our
you wouldn't have said
country
something so
today.
ridiculous if you were.
I'm aware, trust. Most women get raped, sexually assaulted. 99% of women get raped and sexually assaulted. You do know that, right? Because of
99%.
men.
I'm glad that the sound effect covered up the dumb thing she just said. 99% of women get assaulted, bro. Are you serious?
You even beat me up and you're questioning it. That goes to show how naive you are
Let's
about
listen to
the
her.
propensity of men to actually conduct violence. That's how civilized we are, which is obviously awesome because you're completely unaware of the savagery that men can, put on a society.
Oh, I'm aware.
And you're
Because
not,
look at
because you
our
wouldn't have said
country
something so
today.
ridiculous if you were.
I'm aware, trust. Most women get raped, sexually assaulted. 99% of women get raped and sexually assaulted. You do know that, right? And because of
99%,
men's
yeah.
savagery.
Holy crap.
Because of men.
Women
Remember
need to
that.
hide.
Yeah, we don't have a future, guys. If this is what they believe, we don't have a future, guys. I'm trying to tell you. I don't even think we need to speak about this any further. If you really believe this, we don't have a future. I'll tell you right now. This is a fake charge waiting to happen. Regret isn't grape, lady. Regret is not grape. Okay. Choice is not grape. Okay. Is there grape in the world? Of course there is. Are there bad men in the world? Of course there is. Are a majority of men bad? Of course not. Of course not. I don't know what family she comes from. Maybe her dad is like that. Maybe her brother's like that, the one she mentioned. Maybe she got cousins like that. But all men are not like that. Most men are not like that. So this is just all the way left and wrong. And it's outright evil. It's evil to say those kind of things. We're gonna leave it here. I'm gonna link it if you guys want to watch the rest of this brainless girl. But it just goes to show that colleges have been on decline for so long that they're just strictly indoctrinizing people into thinking stuff that is not true, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. And it's very divisive, and I don't understand the whole purpose of it behind that. But yeah, she's walked past 10,000 men in her life, and none of them have done nothing to her. Maybe one. All right. Thank you guys. I would like to know your thoughts, and y'all have a great day.